What is he doing? I hear you ask yourselves. This is Hyperlapse. It's like time lapse, but it's moving. It's quite straightforward to do. Got the camera, got it set in manual, so all the settings are the same every picture I take. Got it on the monopod. I'm following the line of the slabs. You can do big movements. If you do big movements, it'll be a slightly jerky picture when you put it all together. I'm just doing little movements and it'll be a smooth motion. So what I'm doing is just moving along on the line of the slabs, looking through the viewfinder, making sure the camera's sort of level, and I use the same point of focus from the very first photo I took back up there, and I keep focusing on, I've got a single point focus in the middle, and I'm focusing on the same spot on Tina's car. So as I get closer, the camera will move round, but if I keep the movements going, it'll be quite a few photos to stitch together. It'll be quite a good effect when it's done. So move it a little bit through the viewfinder, focus point, same spot, take the shot. Move it a bit more. Move it a bit more. So on and so forth. I think that's the basics covered. So once you've got all your pictures taken, you then take it through to the computer, which I'll show you next. So we're in Lightroom, imported all the photos in, they're all along the bottom here. So I'm going to select a photo, which is this one here. I'm going to do my edits on this photo, which I've already done. And then there's 252 photos. So I'm going to select the first one, scroll all the way to the end, hold down Shift, click the last photo, that'll select them all. Come back to the original photo I was on. That one will do for demonstration purposes. This one, I have synced these already, so all you're going to do now is select a photo that you've edited, click the sync button, and that will sync the edit that you've made on one photo with all your presets across every single photo that you've selected. So once that's done that, I shall come up to File, Export. I made a folder just called Hyperlapse, rename to file name, export. I've already done this step, so I shall cancel that. Once that's exported, it will take quite a while. We'll then move into Premiere Pro. I'm going to import the photos that we did in Lightroom. So come up to File, Import. So I need to find that file now. So the folder was time-lapse temp. Here we go, Hyperlapse. So what you're going to want to do here select the first photo, come down to options, where it says image sequence, click that box and then click import. And what that should do is import these photos into Premiere Pro as a sequence. When I did it the first time, it only did 30 photos, I suppose. I couldn't work out what was going on. But one of the file names was missing, and it jumped from 50 to 52. So 51 was missing for some reason. So what I did, I renamed them all as a file 1 to 252. That renamed them all in order. So now they'll import. So we'll click import, and here we go. So I should drag this into the timeline, and there we go. So we'll play that. And that is the 252 photos stitched together, which makes an animation sort of. But it's because it was on a monopod, every picture wasn't exactly level, so you can see as it's moving along it's a little bit jerky. A little trick you can do in Premiere Pro, if you come into the effects box here, just type in warp and it brings up warp stabilizer. So click on that, drag it onto the clip, and that'll analyze in the background. That'll take quite a while. So that's done. It takes a while because it analyzes all the photos in a sequence, but that's done. So now we'll play it through again and we'll see what difference it makes. Oh, hang on. So there you go. It's stabilized it. It's taken a lot of the jerkiness out. So that's that sequence done. You can now edit that in Premiere Pro as you would do anything else. And it's quite a good effect. So I hope you enjoyed that video and you've learnt something. Give it a go. It's all good fun. It's very time consuming. You can do it on any subject. If you work around an object, that's quite a good effect as well. But that's a bit tricky when you're in a wheelchair, in our garden that is. So yeah, it's quite straightforward to do it on the computer. So I hope you found this tutorial, I suppose, albeit a basic one. Hope you found it interesting and helpful. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, keep up to date with what videos are coming, and it's bye for now.